Hello everyone, welcome to IUS Power. This daily initiative of previous year question is going to be helping you while attempting the previous year questions by yourself, right? So in the series, I'll be taking the polity part, and in the polity, we'll be looking at certain themes on which the UPSC is again and again framing the questions from. Already we have done certain themes, and the topic for today is Union Executive, right? I hope that everyone knows what is Union Executive. It includes the President, then the Council of Ministers, then the Attorney General of India, right? So we'll be doing the Union Executive in this particular discussion. So the first question that has been framed in 2018, it was saying that no criminal proceeding shall be instituted against the governor of a state in any court during his term of office. Now, this particular question is basically talking about the exception part of Article 14. Whenever you are reading the fundamental rights, there is a certain topic that the right to equality, it is not going to be implemented on certain offices in India. For example, there are certain immunity which is present with the president, governor, diplomats, MP and MLAs. So this question is basically saying that if the governor is sitting in the office or he is holding a tenure, during his tenure, no criminal proceeding can be initiated, which is correct in answer. The second is saying that the emoluments and the allowances of the governor of a state shall not be diminished during his term of office. If you know a little about the charge expenditure, then the governor's salary, allowances as well as the emoluments that the person is getting, it is the charged expenditure on the state fund. So whenever any person is drawing the salary as the charge expenditure, it means the salary cannot be diminished during his tenure. So the answer is correct in this particular question, right? Now let's look at the second question again, which was asked in 2018. With reference to the election of President of India, consider the following statement, right? I hope that everyone know how the election of the President of India is happening in India. Now, in this particular part, UPSC is asking the value of vote which is there for the MPs as well as for the MLAs. Now, let's try to read the first statement, that the value of vote of each MLA varies from state to state. Yes, this particular statement is true because value of vote is determined on the basis of population. So, for example, Karnataka as a state is having more population as compared to Sikkim, right? So, Karnataka will have more value of vote as compared to the Sikkim because the value of vote of each MLA is determined on the basis of population, right? So, the first statement is correct. Now, the second statement is saying that value of vote of MPs in Lok Sabha is more than the value of vote of MPs of the Rajya Sabha. If you would have read about the value of vote point, then you must be knowing that MPs should be equal to MLAs, or the value of vote should be equal to value of vote of all MLAs, right? MPs include all the members from Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. This particular proportion or this particular number should be equal to all the MLA from 28 states as well as Union Territory. Is it clear? So we cannot say that the Lok Sabha is having more value of vote. It should be equal rather, right? So the second statement or the second option that has been given, it is incorrect. So our correct answer is only one. Now the next question was asked in 2014, that which of the following are the discretionary powers given to the governor of the state? Now I hope that everyone here is knowing about what is the meaning of discretionary power. Discretionary power basically means those decisions which the governor himself can take, and there is no need of taking the advice from the State Council of Ministers. This is called as discretionary power. Now, the first thing that they are saying is sending a report to the President of India for imposing President rule. Now, I hope that you know that one of the ground for imposing President rule is that the governor is sending the report to the President. Whenever the governor is sending the report to the President, it is his discretionary power and there is no need to take the advice from the State Council of Ministers. Next is appointing the minister. Now, if you have read the parliamentary form of democracy, how the ministers are appointed? First, governor is appointing the chief minister, and chief minister is giving advice to the governor to appoint the council of ministers from the state. So, governor cannot himself appoint the state council of ministers. He has to take the advice from the chief minister of the state. So, this is not his discretionary power. Second option is eliminated. Now, third is saying that reserving certain bill passed by the state legislature for the consideration of President of India. I hope that you know about Article 200 of the Indian Constitution, where governor is having the power to reserve the bill for president's assent in two certain circumstances. That governor can reserve the bill for the president assent in two certain circumstances. What are those circumstances? If the bill that has been made by the state legislature, it is impacting the powers of the High Court, or if the governor himself feels that the bill that has been prepared by the state legislature, it is against the national interest. In both these circumstances, if the bill is made on the High Court power or if the bill is against the national interest, in both the circumstances, governor is having the power to send the bill or to reserve the bill for the president's assent. In this particular scenario, he does not need to take the advice from the State Council of Ministers. This is his discretionary power. So again, the third option is correct. Making the rules for the conduct of business of the state government, it is not the responsibility of the governor. Is it clear? Then only B option is correct. That is, first and third statement is talking about discretionary power of the governor.